Okay, I wanted to make not a part two, but something to complement kind of what we talked about with my properties in Green Valley. So I don't know what you guys are using for comping when it comes to vacation rental management, but I know the most popular one is going to be AirDNA. And with my company, I've been able to exceed those numbers by almost double in some situations. And so I know that that's just a baseline. Like, here's your minimum, and I can confidently state that. So, I've got a property. I'm going to give you the specs for it and give you the numbers and how it breaks down. I've got a property here that's a personal property of mine. It's an active adult, one bedroom condo. Property's tiny, 588 square feet, but I kept it really spacious with furnishings, kept it simple, which is the complete opposite of a lot of the listings that are available for vacation rentals down there. And I think that's advertising because people are so used to clutter or just an overwhelmness of stuff, and it's really hard to navigate these really tiny properties. So with that, let me give you the specs on it. So one king bed in the room, in the bedroom, a walk-in shower, and it's got laundry right out the back door, so they don't have to go to like a laundromat or one of the local facilities that the complex offers. So those are some of the criteria when I bought it. The property was bought at 135, and now I owe about 104 on the property. So mortgage and HOA, which it's a condo and it includes everything from basically a sheetrock out. So, and taxes are super low. So our mortgage on that property with the HOA and taxes is about $1,250. It's at a 7.5% interest rate. Bought it at the top of the market, but wasn't afraid, knew I'd be able to overcompensate for that high interest rate and eventually refinance because it isn't a conventional loan. So now that I have the property up and running, pretty solid through high season. I can say, so in October, it was a little bit slower due to the election this year. Normally we see higher numbers in October, but I did about $1,500. So that more than covered what was there with a little bit of profit left over. November was much higher. We were looking at about $2,200. For December, January, February, and March, we're doing about $5 to $6 grand in revenue, which if you add up all those numbers, it more than covers the mortgage for the entire year. So at that point, in just a couple months, just 6 months, the property is already more than broken even. So we've got that covered. Now here in the Green Valley area, it dies in the summer. There's not a ton of people who want to sit in 100 plus temperatures, heat, when they could be somewhere much cooler. And that's what a lot of people do. So I know that going forward. So what I do is a hybrid approach. In the summer, I'll have it rented out for just pretty much what I owe on the mortgage, so that all of that other money that I've made in profit throughout the first high season of 6 months is all profit at that point. So I break even 6 months out of the year. 6 months out of the year, I more than double what my spending is on it, and that's how I put it together. So for this condo, let's see, terrible at math, but for this condo, my $1,250 is my costs on it. The only utilities that I'm paying on it is electric and gas, which is minimal. I'm gonna say they're $30 each, but like I said, the HOA is $310 plus another $50 a month because there's actually 2 HOAs here, which make it, just a little more kind of expensive in that department. But I also don't have to ever fix the AC. I don't have to fix the water heater. Anything happens with the roof, those are not costs that I'm gonna have to incur. So I knew that going in with that. Now, because of the traffic that we have in this location, I knew that I can at least, at a minimum, even when Airbnb and everything else is down, I could at least break even for that 6 months, which is fine because now I'm building equity in the home. So wanted to share that with you. Do the math on it, figure it out, see what properties are working for you, what's your formula for success. And if you want to hear more about Green Valley, give me a call.